All right, viewers. For more on this big clash, we now go over to our sports correspondents Vidur Kathuria and Nikhil Mathur, who are setting up the match for us over to WION's World of Cricket. Take a look.
Hello and welcome to WION World of Cricket. It is time for the mother of all clashes, India versus Pakistan in the Champions Trophy in Dubai. I'm Vidur Kathuria, and along with my colleagues Nikhil Mathur and Athira Sasidharan, we are going to be setting up that big clash. Well, Nikhil, India versus Pakistan, always a high-octane affair. But this is unique in so many ways. The fact that the hosts, Pakistan, the hosts of the tournament, are traveling to another country for a match in which a tournament they are hosting themselves. It's unique.
Yeah, it is unique, and definitely they will not have the home advantage, and more importantly the survival is on the line for Pakistan, and you don't want your team to be knocked out in the first week itself when you are the defending champion and hosting an ICC tournament for the first time in nearly 3 decades. So there is much more that is riding on Pakistan, not just cricket but in other terms as well, and they definitely have their backs against the wall and they need to come out and do well against India in order to have any chance of survival.
Well, absolutely. You know, this is the first time they are hosting a tournament in 3 decades, and within a span of the week, that is when the tournament has started, they can already find themselves out of the competition. But once again, all the signs point towards a straightforward Indian victory. But this is Pakistan, one of the most unpredictable teams out there, and they will certainly be up for this clash.
I mean, the good news for Pakistan fans is that this is not off script. This is how they usually begin the tournament. They always lose in the beginning. The 2017 Champions Trophy, they lost to India in the beginning and then went on to defeat India in the final. And corner tigers of Pakistan, the Imran Khan coined that term during the 1992 World Cup. They were almost out of the tournament, but they came back and won the tournament. So all is not lost for Pakistan. This is how they start. But clearly, Vidur, I think India are the hot favorites. They are clicking. They have ticked all the boxes. Everyone is in form. And it looks like a big task for Pakistan to defeat India.
Well, just a recap what happened for India and Pakistan respectively in their first matches. India had a bit of a hiccup, but ultimately they cruised to a victory against Bangladesh, and Pakistan lost to New Zealand. They weren't in the game really, and a lot has been spoken about Babar Azam.
Yes.
The way that, you know, he's one of Pakistan's biggest players, and once again he came up short. It's not that he didn't score the runs, but he didn't help the team, and a lot has been spoken about his lack of intent.
Exactly. I mean, Waqar Younis, former Pakistan captain, called his innings a crime. Ravichandran Ashwin called him a tortoise knock. So, I mean, he has been under criticism, and Babar is their best batter. And as Vidur said, he didn't show any intent. Intent doesn't mean that you have to go hammer and tong on every ball. It means that you have to play according to the situation. Like Shubman Gill scored a century. He played according to the situation. When the run rate was 6, he was taking singles, and when it required, he was hitting some big hits. So I think Babar needs to understand that, and what better opportunity than an India-Pakistan clash. I mean, superstars are made out of this match. A young pacer in 1999 came to India and got Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid clean bowled in 1999, and that guy was Shoaib Akhtar. So, you know, legends are made in these type of big matches, especially India and Pakistan. So Babar Azam has the chance for redemption if he plays well.
Well, of course, it's about the players, but India versus Pakistan is also always about the fans.
Yes.
The fans look forward to this match the most. And speaking about this tournament, this is probably the only match of the tournament that we will get to see a full house in the stadium. Of course, it is in Dubai, but it's not like there are lack of Indian or Pakistani supporters in Dubai. I was fortunately there in a month, and obviously already people were looking forward to this match. Speaking of fans, we have our correspondent Athira Sasidharan, who is in New Delhi with a certain number of fans. Athira, do we have you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you guys. So yes, so what, we can't go to the stadium. We have the fans supporting for the team from here in India, and I'm joined by 2 such fans. So guys, what are your expectations of the match?
I mean, we really want India to win, and because this is India versus Pakistan, everyone knows how important this game is. But we know that India is going to win. So
it's the biggest rivalry, and like India chasing down the target and batting second, it's very beneficial for us.
Who do you think is going to be the player of the match today?
I really want Virat Kohli to be that, because last time also, if you saw the last match between India and Pakistan and Australia, Virat Kohli saved us by playing a very good innings. So hoping for Virat Kohli.
So are you happy with the toss?
Yeah, we are happy with the toss as we wanted India to chase. Whatsoever the decision is, whosoever won it, but India is chasing, that's good for us.
So you heard it from the fans. So it's back to you guys in the studio. It's time for your predictions.
Well, thank you very much, Athira. They gave us a very important update there. Pakistan captain Mohammad Rizwan has won the toss and elected to bat first. Nikhil, is that a surprise for you or on expected lines?
I mean, Dubai usually, I think as we were discussing before this match, Dew hasn't played such a big part in the match. So I think they want to, and I think one comment that I really liked about the Pakistan coach Aqib Javed in the press conference, he said that, you know, we are going to back up pace attack. Usually in Dubai, as we have talked about, it favors the spinners. But Pakistan doesn't have the spinners to match India's quality. So they are trusting their pacers, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah and Haris Rauf. So they are backing their strengths. They want to get Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill out early and then put the pressure on India. So I think on the expected lines, they want to back their pace battery, the trio of Shaheen, Naseem and Rauf.
Well, it's a good time to also go through the playing 11s right now. Of course, India's playing 11, if we can have it on our screens.
Yeah, meanwhile, I mean, I'll just go through them. Rohit Sharma is your opener, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Akshar Patel, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Harshit Rana, Mohammad Shami, Kuldeep Yadav. No surprises there.
No surprises there. Yeah, and once again, I mean, this team, it's an unchanged 11 from the match against Bangladesh. Importantly, India also chased down the target against Bangladesh. Of course, it wasn't a very huge score, but this is the kind of same total that we expect batting first in Dubai. And Pakistan will be looking at the 200, mid-250s, then they can pose a challenge to India. And of course, as we heard the fans there, they want to see the likes of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma star in a chase, something that we have seen Virat Kohli do so often over the years. But of course, he hasn't been in the best of form lately.
You know, and Pakistan fans also wanted to see Fakhar Zaman in the playing 11, who scored a brilliant century to, you know, defeat India in the final of 2017 Championship, but he has been injured and he has been replaced by Imam ul Haq. So the Pakistan playing 11 is Imam ul Haq, Babar Azam, Saud Shakil, Mohammad Rizwan, Salman Agha, Tayyub Tahir, Kushdil Shah, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf and Abrar Ahmed. So, I mean, both the teams, maybe they're not evenly matched, but Pakistan definitely lack that punch and they can, you know, I think it's all about holding your nerves, because the players have said, you know, that this is just another cricket match. But I'll tell you what, it is not. There is much more that is riding on them, and they are definitely nerves in the first half an hour. And whichever teams, you know, can calm their nerves down, I think will have an advantage and will go into the match with a lot of momentum.
Well, of course, Nikhil, as you said, when you speak about India-Pakistan matches, it's, you know, the first thing that comes to your mind is the great matches that have already taken place in the past, that 2022 World Cup. We'll just take a look at the head-to-head record between the two teams. This is the head-to-head record in the Champions Trophy. Now remember, Pakistan won the tournament last time, and Pakistan actually lost to India in the group stages, but went on to beat India in that big match in the final. That is more important. So Pakistan actually have a better record, strangely, in the Champions Trophy.
Probably the only record
tournament.
Pakistan has a better record than India. Otherwise, the head-to-head record in ODI is pretty...
It's again skewed in Pakistan's favor, but again,
in recent times it is
the all-time record. In recent times, if we have that, in recent times, India have dominated the contest, and there's no doubt. Even our Pakistan bureau chief Anas Malik, he admits that India has been far the better side in cricket over the last decade or even 2 decades.
And also, Vidar, one question that I want to ask you, who is going to score a century? And I'm asking you that because there has been a century in every match. In fact, we can pull out that graphics as well. Every match, there's a player who has scored a century. In fact, 2. In a lot of matches, when New Zealand versus Pakistan, Tom Latham and Will Young scored that century. So, Vidar, who do you think is going to score that century? Yeah, we have that graphics here. If you see match number 1, New Zealand versus Pakistan, Will Young 107, Tom Latham 118, and Pakistan was completely outplayed by New Zealand. New Zealand won by 60 runs. In match number 2, Bangladesh versus India, you know, Tawhid Hridoy rescued Bangladesh, scored that crucial 100 runs, but again Shubman Gill came into his own, and again India won by 6 wickets. Match number 3, South Africa versus Afghanistan. Ryan Rickelton, the opener, scored a century and South Africa won by 107 runs. Match number 4, Ben Duckett, despite scoring 165, was overshadowed by Josh Inglis's 120. So all of the matches there has been centuries galore. So I think there's going to be a...
But another important thing, it's not about the number of runs you score. It's about when you score them and how they help the team. As you can see, Ben Duckett scored 165, but who went on to win the match? And that was Australia. I think if I had to make a prediction, I think it's one of those two big players that will come to the party today. The pressure is on Virat Kohli, and I think if I had to take a punt, he will deliver the goods, as he has so many times before against Pakistan. You know, that 2022 World Cup T20 World Cup match in Melbourne comes to mind. Nikhil, what do you think? Will Virat Kohli deliver?
I definitely think. I think he is due for a masterclass innings. I think that day, hopefully for Indian fans, will arrive today. But a lot is riding on Babar Azam. I think if he can step up to the occasion, I think that will be humongous, because we always have that talk about the top 4. It's usually Virat Kohli, Steven Smith, Kane Williamson, and Babar Azam is never part of that. He's a great player, but I think it is the matches like India and Pakistan where you score and then you will be remembered. I gave example of Shoaib Akhtar. In fact, Rishikesh Kanitkar, I think he has been a part of Indian cricket history just because he scored a boundary on the last ball of the match against Pakistan in Dhaka in 1998. So this is the match where superstars are made. And as Vidur said, people have been scoring centuries, so I think pressure is on Rohit, Virat, Babar to continue that trend and entertain fans with a brilliant century.
Absolutely. This is the match that makes legends. You think about India versus Pakistan clashes and you think about the players who have come to the party, as we mentioned, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, in the past, Wasim Akram, Waqar Younis. India versus Pakistan, it makes the big players. So this is also an opportunity for the likes of, say, Shubman Gill, who scored a century in the first match, the likes of Harshit Rana, to really make a name for themselves and establish their place in the 11, in the Indian team.
Definitely, as we have spoken a lot about, this is the match, this is the mother of all rivalry, this is the biggest rivalry, and a lot of players have experience of playing India-Pakistan. Both teams have a good mixture of youth and experience, and as you rightly said, the youngsters like Harshit Rana who are coming into it, and Pakistan Salman Agha, so they also have the chance to make it count. And for Pakistan, it is highly important that they win this match, because this tournament is a virtual knockout tournament. If Pakistan loses now, their hopes are almost finished, and if India wins, they are in the semi-final. So a lot riding on Pakistan.
Just a word about Fakhar Zaman. It's important to speak about him. He was, he came into the team. Extremely sad for him that he got injured and has been ruled out of the tournament. Of course, they have Saeem Ayub, who was already knocked out. How big of a miss will that be?
I think if you want to know how big of a miss and how much it means for a player, you can go on social media and check the video when Fakhar Zaman was injured. When he was walking back in the first match, he was crying. So that much it means for him and Pakistan, because in the top order, Pakistan usually don't have those big hitters. Rizwan, Babar Azam, they're classy players. They will take their time and play according to the merit of the ball. But Fakhar Zaman was a beast of a player. Indian fans would vividly remember his knock from the 2017 Champions Trophy final. He was the aggressor who could take the bowlers on and smash those big boundaries. So definitely a big loss. Imamul Haq has big shoes to fill, and if he can provide a brisk start, I mean, that would be really great for Pakistan.
Well, thank you, and Nikhil and Athira. Hopefully we get to see a cracker of a contest. We will continue our coverage on our social media platforms, but for our broadcast feed, it's back to you, Shivan, for now.